When people think of Africa's deadliest animals, fierce predators like lions, crocodiles, and leopards usually come to mind. But hidden beneath calm rivers and peaceful-looking lakes lives an animal that is even more dangerous than many of them combined, the hippopotamus. Despite spending most of its day quietly submerged in water, the hippo is one of the most aggressive and unpredictable mammals on Earth. Every year, it is responsible for the deaths of countless people across Africa, proving that its peaceful appearance is nothing more than a dangerous illusion. Growing up to 3.5 meters in length and weighing an astonishing 3 to 4 tons, this giant possesses an incredibly muscular body protected by thick armor like skin that can withstand powerful attacks. Yet size alone isn't what makes the hippo so terrifying. It is also an exceptional swimmer, capable of moving effortlessly through rivers while charging across land at surprising speed. With the deer carcass, not every encounter ends with a direct battle. Here, a much smaller deer has clearly stood no chance against the enormous strength of a hippopotamus. The giant calmly drags the lifeless carcass across the muddy ground, as though the struggle required almost no effort at all. Soon, several other hippos notice the unusual scene and gather around, helping move the carcass toward the water. This behavior is especially fascinating because hippopotamuses are herbivores, and hyenas have a reputation for scavenging. But that reputation often overshadows just how fearless they really are. These predators are bold, intelligent, and perfectly willing to test the limits of even Africa's most dangerous animals when an opportunity presents itself. In this encounter, a lone hyena cautiously approaches an enormous hippopotamus. Every step is calculated, every movement deliberate. The predator knows it's taking an enormous risk, yet hunger often pushes wild animals into dangerous situations. The hippo barely acknowledges the challenge before making its intentions unmistakably clear. One aggressive advance is all it takes to force the hyena into retreat. African buffalo are among the toughest animals on the continent. Their muscular bodies, razor-sharp horns, and fearless nature allow them to stand against lions and other deadly predators. Together, they form one of the most intimidating herds in the wild. Yet even these battle-hardened giants think twice when confronted by an enraged hippopotamus. As the tension rises, the hippo suddenly launches forward with explosive force. Its enormous jaws open wide, revealing enough space to nearly engulf the buffalo's head in a single bite. The impact is tremendous. Using nothing but its incredible strength and immense weight, the hippo drives the buffalo toward deeper water, nearly drowning its opponent in the struggle. For a moment, it appears the contest is over. But African buffalo are famous for their resilience. Predators command more respect in African rivers than the Nile crocodile. Armed with crushing jaws, armored skin, and decades of hunting experience, it dominates almost everything that enters the water. Almost everything. When an entire herd of hippopotamuses arrives, even this ancient reptile suddenly finds itself hopelessly outmatched. The crocodile likely had no intention of provoking a fight. More than likely, it was simply resting or passing through when the massive herd unexpectedly entered the area. Unfortunately, that was enough. The hippos immediately focused their attention on the reptile. Within moments, the crocodile found itself surrounded from every direction. Leopards are famous for their stealth, speed, and deadly precision. In this dramatic encounter, the leopard barely manages to escape as the massive hippo suddenly closes the distance. Then, using nothing but its overwhelming body weight, the giant crashes down onto the feline with devastating force. A single impact from an animal weighing several tons is enough to crush bones and inflict life-threatening injuries. Even if the leopard somehow survived the initial blow, escaping without severe damage would have been almost impossible. few animals inspire as much respect as the rhinoceros. Built like a living fortress, armed with a deadly horn, and driven by powerful territorial instincts, a rhino rarely backs away from confrontation. Although its eyesight is relatively poor, its exceptional hearing and keen sense of smell allow it to detect danger long before most animals even realize it's nearby. When threatened, hesitation is not part of its nature. The rhino charges first and asks questions later. But even such a formidable animal must be cautious around a mother hippopotamus. Nothing in Africa is more dangerous than a hippo defending her calf. As the rhinoceros wanders a little too close, the female reacts instantly. Exploding from the water with astonishing speed, she launches herself at the intruder in a violent display of raw maternal instinct. The rhino attempts to stand its ground, using its strength and horn to resist the attack. But against a furious hippo, weighing several tons, its chances are slim. The collision sends mud flying in every direction. With overwhelming power, the hippo forces the rhinoceros backward before spinning the massive animal around, making one thing abundantly clear: this territory belongs to her and her calf. Lions are known as the kings of the African savanna, feared by nearly every animal that shares their territory. Their teamwork, intelligence, and hunting skills allow them to bring down prey many times their own size. Yet, there is one giant they rarely choose to challenge: the hippopotamus. Although hippos spend much of their day resting in the water, don't mistake their calm behavior for weakness. When necessary, these massive mammals can sprint at speeds of nearly 45 kilometers per hour, an astonishing feat for an animal weighing more than 3 tons. Because of that incredible combination of speed, strength, and aggression, lions usually avoid healthy adult hippos whenever possible. And with good reason. In many confrontations, it isn't the hippo that suffers, it is the lion. One charging hippo can instantly transform a confident predator into prey. Its enormous jaws, unbelievable power, and relentless determination make escaping an attack extremely difficult, even for Africa's most agile big cats. Another deer is desperately fighting for survival. This time, it has been surrounded by a determined pack of African wild dogs. Working together with remarkable coordination, the relentless predators slowly overwhelm their exhausted victim, while other scavengers begin gathering nearby, hoping to claim a share of the meal. Everything seems decided. In another remarkable encounter, the wild dogs approach a hippopotamus much more cautiously, appearing curious rather than openly aggressive. The giant, however, has no interest in peaceful interaction. With an intimidating display of confidence and overwhelming size, the hippo quickly forces the entire pack to retreat. If there's one animal powerful enough to intimidate almost everything on land, it's the African elephant. Towering above every other terrestrial mammal, these gentle giants possess unmatched size, incredible intelligence, and extraordinary strength. Yet even they don't always get their way when a hippopotamus refuses to back down. In this remarkable encounter, a herd of elephants gradually surrounds a lone hippo, seemingly attempting to pressure it into surrendering valuable territory. Under normal circumstances, most animals would retreat immediately when faced with such overwhelming numbers. But not the hippopotamus. Instead of showing fear, the giant stands perfectly still, refusing to give up even a single step. Then, with a sudden display of confidence, it lunges forward, forcing several elephants to hesitate before slowly backing away. The hippopotamus is often remembered as a peaceful giant, spending its days half submerged in calm rivers. But beneath that tranquil appearance lies one of the most dangerous and powerful mammals on Earth. Whether facing leopards, wild dogs, hyenas, rhinoceroses, buffalo, elephants, crocodiles, or even lions, The hippo repeatedly proves that sheer size is only part of its advantage. Extraordinary aggression, immense bite force, incredible speed, and an unwavering instinct to defend its territory make it one of Africa's true rulers. Every encounter you've witnessed is another reminder that in the wild, appearances can be dangerously misleading. Sometimes, the animal that looks the calmest is actually the one every other creature fears the most. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to subscribe for more incredible wildlife stories, unforgettable animal battles, and fascinating journeys into the natural world. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the wild.